Hey everybody, Cara here from Perspective-Based Parenting. Recently we talked about the world reopening and how challenging this is for us as adults and for your children, even more so for them, and that we really need to be supportive and set them up for the best possible successful result when they do start to go places like daycare and childcare, preschool settings. So today I want to talk about intention. My job is to help you see things that you do without even realizing you do them. Okay? Intention is everywhere right now. It's time to go back out. It's time to go to work again. It's time to go to the post offices and the stores, and things are opening. It's time to go to outdoor seating at restaurants. It's time to maybe even take a walk on the beach, depending on where you live. And you're doing it intentionally. I will bring my mask. I will have the hand sanitizer in my pocket. I will make sure that I wash my hands when I get home. You're bringing your own food places. You are making a cognitive plan to keep yourself as safe as possible back into the world. As we discussed the other day, cognitive planning is not an innate skill to young people. It's something that they have to be taught. It's something that they have to practice, and they haven't been doing that for quite a while since everyone's been home together. In the world of education, in the course that I teach for parents, I call it a personal development program for parenting. I call it forecasting. Take a minute and think about forecasting. Right? You wake up in the morning, you check the forecast. What's the weather going to be today? It gives you a guide to cognitively plan what you wear. Will I bring an umbrella with me today? Do I need to throw a sweater in the car just in case? Should I turn the heat on so that when I get home, it's warm? It gives you a feedback place to start thinking and planning for the potential result. You can do that. Your kids cannot. It's your job to forecast for them what they can expect when they go back to their child care centers. So what does that sound like? It's a conversation. It's based on one of the pillars of the program, which is open communication. So how do you have a forecasting conversation with your child? Right? The idea that we can have this kind of conversation with a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old is probably making you think, I don't know, this lady's kind of wackadoo. I'm not sure my 2-year-old can actually understand that. I'm not sure my 3-year-old can really comprehend these big concepts. They can. They absolutely can. And this is super important. Kids will make things up in their head worse than they will ever be unless you help them by giving them a framework for what really is. Did that land? That's important. If you hold information from a child because A, you think they're not ready or capable to hear and understand it, or B, you think you're protecting them from the real world, from all this crazy, it will make it way, way worse. All right, so what does a forecasting conversation sound like? Step 1 is refer to what they already know. Hey kiddo, you know how we've been home a long, 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 long time? Because there were lots of sick people in the world, and it was our job to stay home to keep them safe and keep ourselves safe. Yeah. Well, there's less sick people in the world now. So mommy's going to go back to work at my job, and you're going to go back to school and do your job of being a really good listener for your teachers and a really good friend to your playmates. But I have to tell you something. Here comes the forecast, right? They knew a lot of what you already just said. Here comes the forecast. When you go back, things are going to look different. Your teachers are going to be wearing masks. Isn't that silly? They're going to ask you to wash your hands a lot more than usual. You'll have really clean hands. They'll probably put that stinky hand sanitizer stuff on when you're outside playing, maybe before you eat. It's your job to let them, so that everybody can continue to be safe and start having fun again. Does that sound okay? Give it a try? Awesome. If you're frustrated, that's all right. If you don't really like the way the new space is feeling, that's okay. I don't either. My new space feels weird. And your new space will feel weird too. But you know what? We can do this together. I love you, kiddo. We got this. Let's do it. Have you ever had a conversation like that with one of your children? With your 2 or 3 or 4 or 5-year-old? Doesn't it feel like you're a team? You gave them the information they need to know. You prepped them for what's coming. You tied in the emotional piece so they know it's okay to feel different in an old space that has new rules. And you said you're there. You're right there with them. Please think about forecasting with your kids. And if you need support, if you need any personal coaching, if you're interested in thinking about becoming a beta tester for the program I'm putting together, subscribe, go over to the Facebook page, connect with me, make sure that you reach out. This isn't easy or simple. Redefining the way that you communicate with your child is a big deal, and you need help, and that's what I'm here for. All right, everybody, another day, another new experience. We've totally got this. See you later.